This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Littleton, Colorado. I'm here at Toast. For over a decade, this award-winning breakfast restaurant has been providing fine food and coffee for all the patrons that come in. I'm here with the owner-operator. Thanks so much for joining us here, Jason. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You ventured out over 10 years ago on your own. Quite honestly, it was a few years before that you got involved with the management side of restaurants. Share with me how all this got started for you.
I spent a long time working in coffee shops since the 90s. And when we were first thinking about opening this place, nobody had brought real gourmet coffee to breakfast. I mean, you see that everywhere now. But when we were first starting this, it just wasn't there. And I said, you know what? I really want to open a coffee shop, but why don't we do breakfast too? And so that's how Toast was born.
So everybody followed in line after that. I mean, quite a bit going on back then. Obviously, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's probably something you would agree with. Why do you think that is?
How can you start your day without a nice big breakfast? I mean, honestly, you're just not going to feel right if you don't.
Excellent. You explained a little bit earlier that this wasn't really going on back then. Why did you decide to focus on the breakfast clientele? Was that just the natural go-in with coffee?
It was. It's my favorite meal of the day. And we spent so much time thinking about this. We said, hey, instead of just doing a regular breakfast, why don't we do, something spectacular?
Spectacular is what you got here. Before we jump into this menu that was really laid out and you're responsible for all aspects of, before we get into the traditional side, let's start off with some Benedicts. I mean, quite honestly, I thought there was only one Benedict. I'm obviously wrong. Share with me just a few what we'll see in there.
Our regular Eggs Benedict is the most popular one, but I mean, it's almost tied with the crab cakes. People love crab cakes. And crab cakes with the poached egg and the beautiful hollandaise on top, it's hard to beat that.
Crab cakes, salmon, steak. I really never even thought of pairing up any type of seafood with breakfast. Is that a popular thing here in America, or is that pretty much worldwide?
I know it's popular in America. I'm sure it's popular worldwide, except, a lot of the world doesn't eat breakfast the way we do. A nice little croissant for breakfast, a little piece of bread, that sort of thing. The American breakfast is an entity all unto itself. So
interesting. You've got something for everybody, be it a favorite meat that you're mixing in with the Benedict. You can also go with a garden Benedict for folks out there that don't want no meat. And so you really got everybody covered there.
We try. I don't want to exclude anybody. I want everyone to walk away, full and happy.
Full and happy. Let's go to the traditional side a little bit here. Let's talk a little bit about breakfast burritos. What is the favorite there on the meal as far as the breakfast burritos go?
It's the chorizo breakfast burrito. We like to serve local American cuisine, and for the Denver market, local American cuisine means breakfast burritos. And you can't beat it.
Fried chicken biscuits, chicken fried steak. I mean, I'm pretty amazed with all the different variety you have here on the menu. Are people kind of amazed when they look through the menu, and it's probably hard to make a decision?
There are a lot of hard decisions to make in there. I'm always handing the menu out to people early, especially people that haven't visited us before. Like, hey, there's going to be some hard decisions to make in there. But, you can always get a little bit of something and then a little something else, Get your fried chicken biscuits and a little pancakes to share, or, So.
And you name the meat, pork chops, steak ranchero, like you said, chorizo is real popular as well. So for folks out there that like a little spice in it, you take care of them as well.
Oh, yeah. We can smother anything with pork green chili if you want. So, yeah.
Another must-have that people that enjoy breakfast is that of an omelet. Share with me some of the omelets out there that folks can find.
Well, when we first started out, all we did was a build-your-own omelet. And we did that for a year or 2 years. And then we just looked at what everyone was buying. And what everyone was buying was a nice omelet with mushroom, spinach, and Swiss cheese. Well, and that became our toast omelet. So, yeah, we just, saw what everybody wanted.
The Denver omelet, is that still a favorite?
Oh, yeah, the Denver omelet's huge. That's my second most popular omelet. It's so good.
It's so good. And like you say, you put a portion on the plate that everybody's going to be happy with. Folks out there that love to start their day with a sweet tooth, you've got them covered as well. Some great French toast out there. What is your personal favorite when it comes to sweet tooth?
When it comes to the sweet, I mean, the French toast or the pancakes, It's the Oreo cookie pancakes. You know, I mean, we specially make those for the kids, but anybody can order them. And it's a pancake completely smothered with hot fudge and drizzled with marshmallow fluff on top of that. You know, and there's Oreo cookie crumbles in the pancake itself. It's a little decadent. It is, but it's so good.
Like you said, why just do regular? We're going to do something spectacular. That's what you've done. We're talking about and if you're not sure, a pancake flight. You can kind of mix a little bit there.
Oh yeah. You know, pick any four you want, anytime. You know, and what I like to, get a little Benedict, have somebody else get a little burrito or something, and then just get a flight right in the middle between the two of you, and you can get everything you want on there.
We have the viewers out there salivating already, I'm sure. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see, first of all, is their website. On the website, check out the location. Really easy to get to here. They're expanding, going through a new atmosphere for you here. This is a place where breakfast is taken very serious, and basically you're going to get filled up really well and probably maybe even take a little bit home. You guys are open not only for the morning breakfast, but you're also open till 3 o'clock. We're talking about sandwiches, burgers. This is now on the menu as well, is correct?
Oh yeah, all day long, and you can order breakfast, all day in the morning into the lunchtime, and you can order lunch at breakfast time if you want to. So, but yeah, we do a lot of sandwiches. We're roasting our own corned beef. It's just delicious. We got a Reuben. We go through a lot of corned beef for the corned beef hash, so you might as well have a Reuben. And man, with that Udi's thick bread, oh man, you got to try it.
I seen a Jason special on here. What is Jason special?
Jason special is enormous. I'm Jason, and I can eat a pretty big sandwich. So, we take a whole portion of the corned beef and then a whole portion of the roast beef. Put that on top of it with the cheese, and I really like to serve it with a little au jus for dipping and a little horseradish. And this thing's just a monster.
For those folks out there that are looking for a menu on the lighter side, you've got soups, you've got salads. You can even do a little bit of gluten-free, is that correct?
Oh yeah. We've got a lot of items that we can make gluten-free. I mean, since most of our items are made from scratch, there's not gluten hiding in these things, and we know what we're putting in them, so.
So there's a few things you probably can't make gluten-free, but if somebody were to ask, definitely the waitresses will help them out there.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Benedicts we can do gluten-free. French toast we can do gluten-free. I can't do the pancakes, sadly enough. But I mean, sandwiches and, toast and all that, everything.
Regardless if you do breakfast or if you do lunch, always what started this place was the coffee. Tell me once again about the gourmet coffee. Is this signature blends, or where do you get this in locally?
Yeah, we work with a local company called Novo. And these guys are fantastic. And they prepare our own toast roast for us. So it's awesome. We've got little bags for sale up front, that sort of thing. But, their coffee is just, it's second to none. It really is.
Wonderful. Obviously, the atmosphere is a family restaurant. We're talking about a place that you can come in. Kids are welcome. I noticed we got a Toast Hall of Fame right there. Share with me what that's all about.
Oh, yeah. That's it. We're family friendly. We don't have a liquor license. We're not serving booze. We want all the kids to come in and just, start making some art, putting some things up in the hallway. We started with our own little take on, hey, we're going to put up the great masters, but done as toasts. And then we said, hey, the kids want to do this too. Let's just keep going. So
that is very cool. Excellent. Obviously, over a decade, you have been tantalizing the taste buds out there. You've been recognized with some awards here locally. Kind of exciting. Is this still an industry you wake up every morning and you're glad to jump into?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's it's what I live for, honestly. So
there we are, folks. Take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. Contact information is there if you need to get a hold of them there. But honestly, this is a place you want to come in, sit down, grab you one of these menus. We're talking about complete breakfast all the way throughout the day up until 3 o'clock. It's a family-friendly environment. Check out the Hall of Fame out there when we're talking about toast. The kids get involved. This is a place, quite honestly, that it's upscale restaurant when it comes to breakfast. I mean, this is some great stuff you've probably never even seen before. But keep in mind, you're going to probably get very full and maybe take a little bit home with you. That's Toast here in Littleton, Colorado. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.